Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video in such a long time. I was actually having a look at the channel, and I just realised that the first video I ever published was exactly a year ago today. So I thought I'd do a wee video, let you know where I am, what I've been doing, how my sales have been for the year, what my thoughts are of reselling, and we'll go from there. So yeah, anyway, the first year of reselling, albeit part-time, albeit unemployed, part-time reseller. How did I do? So I'd probably say the first kind of 3-4 months was don't get me wrong, it's still a learning curve, but the first 3 or 4 months was a huge learning curve. If it wasn't for me buying that huge kind of DVD box set bundle, yeah, it'd probably be a wee bit harder. I'd probably take me a wee bit longer to do stuff, but that kind of catapulted me. That cost me £60, and that catapulted me to, I think I made a good 300, 200, I'd say about £200 out of that. And all that money went back into buying stock. And so definitely a huge learning curve. I mean, and for some reason I went into clothing. Well, now this Batman, £1, and it sells on eBay for about 15, and I could walk basically across the road to CEX and get £8 for it. So I just 7x my money on that one thing there. There's another Blu-ray that I pick up for 50 pence, which CEX would give me £3 for. So I mean, that was a good two wee things. Now I'm not picking up a lot of stock right now. My store, I think, sitting at about 350 items, and I think it said it's worth about 7,000 if I sold it all. The problem I've got is I've probably got £10,000 worth. I could double my store basically. I've got over 100 pair of jeans sitting here to get listed. All Levi's, Wrangler, Diesel, Calvin Klein, Ralph Lauren, Armani, Folk. I mean, there's just really good. I mean, I know that I could get £20 a pair of jeans each, and I've got 100 pairs sitting there right now. So I know that's a 2 grand's worth of stock sitting there, and that's not including all the jackets and t-shirts and bags that I've got. So I could right. The problem I've got right now is I'm now running out of space. I'll put some pictures up of my wee area that I've got. It's nothing much, but it's now got to the point where I either need to decide if I'm going to pull my finger out and put more hours into this and look at getting a storage unit or an office space. There's another reseller in my town that is interested in maybe sharing space, so that might be a good idea for me moving forward. So I think, so to give you the numbers, I only work between 6 and 8 hours a week. Shit, you know, that's all that I put into eBay. For me, where I stay, I'm lucky. I'm about 3 streets away from my town centre, and where my post office is, there's literally 4 charity shops within a street. So 3, 4, maybe even 5 times a week, if I've got stuff to post, I'll go post it, go into the charity shops, see what there is, grab stuff, come back, and I'm back in the house sitting having a cup of tea within 45 minutes. So that's 45 minutes of me delivering items to the post office, sourcing items, and then I'm back in the house. And then you're talking, what, another 45 minutes, and I might upload 10 items, and that's me. And I do that usually 3 or 4 times a week, so you're talking between 6 and 8 hours a week. There was a spot, I think it was maybe June, for 6 weeks I never uploaded anything. I still done the odd bit of sourcing here and there, but I never uploaded a single thing to eBay, and I was still selling really well. And now for the past, I'd probably say month and a half, 2 months, I've been really selective in what I pick up. Basically because I've got so much stock sitting here that isn't online. I've got, like I said, I've got 100 pair of jeans. I must have 30 or 40 jackets, 30 or 40 jumpers and t-shirts, and I mean, I've probably got just other clothing apart from jeans, probably 200 pieces sitting there. So I could double my store quite easily. And that's not including the DVDs. I mean, I've downgraded a lot of my DVDs. I've done bulk buys, sold them. I haven't lost any money on them. So now all I really basically I pick up are Blu-ray box sets, Blu-ray films if there's money in it, and what I do now is in steel books, and I pick them up for £1 each. Do you mean I actually picked up 2 last week. It was 2 Band of Brothers Blu-ray box sets, steel books, £1 each. For some reason there was 2 in the charity shop. Picked them up, kept one for myself because I only had the DVD box set, so I'll sell that on, and the other one is up for sale for I think £18 or something. And the way I'm doing the DVDs now is I'll give the DVDs and Blu-rays a shelf life of 90 days, 3 months, and if they don't sell within those 3 months, then they go to CEX. And I done that last month. I took a whole load in, and I think I came away with £47 in credit. And then what I'll do is I'll just save up until I've got a couple of £100. I'll go buy, I don't know, a Nintendo Switch or something like that for 150 quid, stick it online, and I'll get the cash back that way. So, how I found it, I've actually found it really easy. I'd probably say I'm mainly a clothing seller, but I do like comic books and the odd books and a lot of bits of electronics and things like that, but mainly a clothing seller, and I had no idea about clothing going into it. So it was a huge learning curve for me on January, February. I'd probably say the first 4 months was a huge learning curve for me. When I went and checked my average sale price back then, I think it was like £9 something, and I was watching all these other resellers like George and Ricky and all the other ones, and their resale, some of them were talking about how they were getting like 15 and blah blah blah, and I actually just checked now, and my resale price on eBay right now, I thought it was about 15, my resale price is £20. So I am so over the moon with that, it's unbelievable. But it's because I've been doing it a year now, I'm being very selective, I'm picking up better quality items at a better price. I mean, my store's still selling just now. As of today, I've had 4 sales on the 22nd of December, and I've made, I think it's just over £85 in profit in 4 sales. £85, I think sales wise, I think it's like 115 or something like that, but in profit, £85. So I'll just keep it going. So, well, next year I'd like to do 50% more or even double. So what I've done just now, if you have a look on, if I can see it here, where is it? There it is. So my eBay sales from December the 22nd 2024 to 22nd of December 2025, 576 orders, 11,693 in total. Now Vinted used to show you, they don't anymore. It's all, I don't know what the fuck they've done with Vinted, but with Vinted I'm just shy of 1,900. I think it's like £1,890 or something like that I was. So that puts me up to almost 14, and I know I've done over £1,000 in sales via Gumtree, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook selling groups. I know I've done, because I've sold a few consoles that were like £150 a piece, 3 of them, over the year. So that was like £450 just in them 3. So I know if you're looking at probably, I don't know, just shy of 16,000 in sales this year. Profit wise, I don't know what the profit is. I'd need to work that out. But it's good, so good that in August, the reason why I stopped doing the videos in August, the reason why I stopped doing the videos in general was I didn't want to give my location away too much. I didn't want people to see where I was buying and selling, do you know what I mean? Because I've got a couple of nice wee things. I've got several brands now that I sell online, and there's 5 or 6 items that I constantly sell, and I sell within a few days to a week. And I'm not going to give those secrets up. Why? Unless I wanted to sell that information, I'm not going to give that information away in a video. The same as for the last 6 months, flipping sloth was picking up toasters and bread makers, and he was buying them for a £5 or selling them for 70 quid, and then like 10 videos in, he went to a car boot sale and people are selling them for £25. So obviously because they've started to notice that he's making money from it. You don't get me wrong, £25 you'll still make money, but not so much. So there's certain things that I sell that I can pick up for between £3 and £6 and sell for anywhere between £50 and £100. So I'm not going to put that information out so that there's 100 of them on eBay at any one time. Not going to happen. Why I stopped doing videos was I didn't want to give the location away. So back in, I think it was August, I went and bought myself a wee, 2011 Ford Focus for a couple of thousand. Paid that outright. I don't pay off stuff, I just bought it cash. A couple of £1,000. It's not a lot, but I was so lucky to get it because I'd only done 45,000 miles. So even if I keep that car for a year or two, I'll get my money back on it, because it was, when you checked against the market value through Auto Trader and stuff like that, it was like anywhere between £800 and £1,100 below market. So I was really lucky with the car. I don't know anything about cars, but I was lucky with that. So I know that if I keep that for a year or two and I sell it, I'll get my money back on it. And this is coming from a guy that's unemployed, working part-time. I've got a car on the road, I'm insuring it. Do you know what I mean? I'm working between 6 and 8 hours a week, and I'm a lazy bastard. Do you know what I mean? Next year could be totally different. Next year I could only do half of what I'm doing, or I could do twice as much. There's too many variables involved in reselling. I see a lot of resellers doing that. They compare last year to this year and previous years, and you can't do it unless you're selling the exact same thing, the exact same quantity, under the exact same conditions. Then it doesn't really matter. Now until the new year, I'm going to think I might decide to come back and start doing videos. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. I've got some meta glasses coming, so I mean I could do that. I've got the car, so now I can go to other locations, do videos, pick up stuff. I was going to do a new season called "If you don't see me buy it, then you won't see me fucking sell it." Do you know what I mean? Because I've seen other YouTubers do that. If you've seen me buy it, you've got to see me sell it, or in, on and gone. But I'm not taking the piss out of them. I love these guys. If it wasn't for all these resellers, I wouldn't have been half as profitable or half as knowledgeable. The amount of knowledge, that's my number one tip I'd say to anybody. If you want to get into reselling, spend a few months just going through everybody's videos. Flipping Sloth, George the Reseller, fucking Bold Finds, Ricky, I mean there's 3 or 4 others. Just sit and go through video after video, hour after hour, and the amount of information and knowledge that you'll pick up just from that will be huge. That will basically set you up. So yeah, that's it. I mean, part-time reseller, between 6 and 8 hours a week, being a lazy arse, not really doing much, and sales wise probably just over 16,000 for the year, which I am doing. I'm happy about it. I'm not sad about it. I'm not ecstatic about it. It's what it is. That's it. Do you know what I mean? And if next year I make more or less, it is what it is. It all depends on how much time and effort I want to put into it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much if you've tuned in this long, and have a good Christmas and New Year. I might catch you in another video. I will put other videos out, but whether or not I want to go kind of full time into YouTube again, I'm not too sure. But there will be videos out through the year, probably maybe half a dozen or so. So let me know down below what's your best pickup you've had of the year. It doesn't have to be the most profitable one. It might just be the one that you enjoyed getting and selling on. And I'll catch you later. Cheers. Bye bye.